Hi, Pete Guitar Martin here. Today we're going to go over the bass part to Life in the Fast Lane. Right now I'm in a band called The Timeless Band, and we're doing about 100 songs. In my opinion, this bass part is way more key to this song than any of the other songs. I mean, if you can even say that, really. But the bottom line is the drums and the bass are what make this song thump. There's a lot of things that are cool about the song, including the lyrics and all the guitar riffs and all that stuff. But the heartbeat of this song, more than any song that we do with our band, is dependent upon the bass and the drums syncing together on this. Boom, 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 boom. So heartbeat of this song, big time. So not playing ahead of the beat, not playing behind the beat, or behind where you're supposed to be at least. Starting and ending the notes at the right time are key to this, and I think that the articulation, the method of attack, sustain, and release are key also. It's basically a blues song in the key of E. I mean, the chords are 1, 4, 5, E, A, B, with the exception of the first solo. In the middle of the solo, it modulates up from B to D for a little while, and that goes back to B. But it's basically a blues song in terms of chord structure. So it's not that hard in terms of chord structure. Okay, so the beginning, there's got to be some kind of count because the first note is played with the drums right on the downbeat of 1. So it's 1. And that note has to end. You can't just go, or, it's bump. It's right with the attacking decay of the bass drum. So it does that 3 times. Bottle diddle 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 down, diddle 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 down, bottle diddle 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 down, bottle diddle 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 down, bump. And now right there, that third one, bass players often want to play more notes in there because the bass drum does a bunch of more hits, but the bass just comes down on that, and then the third time it hits the octave, which I don't think the bass even actually does that, but there's that keyboard part that hits this E note. So B bump, bump, bump. So, there's ba bump in there and this B bump, ba bump. I hit that octave E. I don't think the bass actually does it, but the note is played on like the bass note of a keyboard. And the basic during the verses, there's a pickup note that I didn't hear the first time. Ba bump, bump, bump. That ba bump, bump, ba bump, 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 boom. And there's a glissando. Now in the verses, it's not really a glissando, or if it is, it's a lot shorter. Like, it's that note's a lot shorter during the verses. But in between, you hear this, and on the chorus later, you hear it. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it goes, okay, and then other times it goes, okay, and then but the verses are just bum 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 bum. You could do it on like 12. I'm pretty sure when it's doing the long glissando, it's the 12th fret, 4th string. Then it goes to the A. Bum bum bum. B B. Okay, that goes back into the chorus, which is like the intro. Then the solo is same rhythm with the octaves, and it slides up to D on the same string. So you see some people go over here to the 3rd string, but I clearly hear him sliding, so I know he's going up to the 10th fret. So it's slide might actually be on the 2nd string, although I don't really hear it sliding down, but I hear it sliding up. walk up. It's the E on the 7th fret, 3rd string. Then it goes to 4th string, 4th fret, chromatic for 1 finger, 1 fret all the way up to the beat. And then it goes the same thing next string, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, and it stops there. And then there's that after the second verse, the guitar's doing that. You hit the downbeat on the opening. One more time. Boom, 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 boom. And that riff down there, it comes out. And exactly what it's doing there, I have to go back and figure it out. But I think it's just hits this once. I thought it was hitting it twice first, but it's boom, 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 boom. And this is, by the way, this is 13th, 1st string, 11th and 13th fret is hammering 2. Hammers again. 11th, 9th, hammer from 9 to 11, and then pick 9th. It does that twice, and it hits the E in between, Let's that low E ring. Yeah, bump, bump, up. I gotta go back and listen to that part and get it right for you. But that's basically it. Now, then you'll hear that walk down is important. I thought I had it, but now I can't seem to remember it. And sometimes you hear it walk up to out of the chorus up. Now the guitar does coming out of the intro and the chorus G, A sharp, B, and I believe the bass just does the A sharp, B. Just doesn't play those other notes with it. When it goes back into the verse. Any rate, I'm going to attempt to turn on the remastered version, rather, not remixed, but remastered version that came out. It seems to have more clarity, but the same exact bass part. And I'm going to try and play along with that if I can manage it. So I'll do another one doing that. Those are the basic parts. And the end. Oh, there's this one part where they do a walk down, and the guitar's doing a walk down like D, C, the guitar's doing that, but the bass isn't. A. That's right before the ending solo, and the ending solo, the bass is just going. What the bass does, believe it or not, is an open 4th string E every time, but you mute in there to hear the drums, so it's like. See, I muted it, it's like a breath mark. And don't overplay it either, because you're playing a low E every time, even though the guitar is playing these chords, There's an E in the bass every time. If you play it too loud, it sounds bad against it. But they're not actually doing these root notes. The bass is playing the E every single time with a breath mark, like I said. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, mute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, C. C right there, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, mute. A, 2, 3, 4. That's what I'm saying what the guitar plays. And then it comes out of that with the same riff as the guitar. Okay? And, that's similar up an octave. Well, I don't think they're playing the flat 5 there. I think they're playing a pentatonic when they come out of this part. That's basically what I think it does. Okay? So I guess I'll have to go back and figure that out because I think I remembered it. But, it's different. I've seen some people teach guitar on this and they're going, I'm pretty sure it's not doing the flat 5 at that part of the song, but the very last time in the song, it does do the flat 5 right before it goes into the solo section. The guitar does, and the bass does it with them. It does, just plays that. D, A sharp, A, that's a pull off from A sharp to A, G, E. All right, there you go. Those are all the different parts. Let's see if I can play along to the record. You can hear how it works with the song.